A bad chord usually comes from one of four areas: incorrect pitch, poor fretting contact, uncontrolled strings, or the guitar and signal chain. Check them in that order. Begin with tuning. Play each open string separately with a tuner. Pick with a normal attack, then read the pitch after it settles. Hitting too hard can make the first part of the note read sharp. One string that is slightly off can make the entire chord sound wrong. Tune each string, play the chord again, and see whether the problem remains. Once the open strings are correct, move to the fretting hand. Pick every string in the chord one at a time. A buzzing or dead note usually means the fingertip is too far behind the fret, touching another string, or not pressing firmly enough. Place the fingertip close behind the fret wire without sitting on top of it. Keep the finger curved, then add only enough pressure for the note to ring clearly. More pressure is not always better. Squeezing hard can bend a string slightly across the fret and pull the note sharp, especially with tall frets or light strings. Fret one note, reduce your pressure slowly, and listen for the pitch to settle. Keep the lightest grip that still produces a clean note. After the fretted notes are clear, check whether every required note is present. Pick through the chord again and find any string that should ring but does not. A required note can disappear because the side of a nearby finger is touching its string. That creates a missing note, not an unwanted extra note. Adjust the finger angle or thumb position until the string rings without weakening the shape. Now check for strings that should not be sounding. These create extra notes that do not belong in the chord. A common example is hitting the low E string during a chord that begins on the A or D string. Strum slowly and watch where the pick starts and stops. Make the motion smaller, then add muting. Use the fretting hand thumb or the edge of a nearby finger to silence low strings. Use spare fingers or the picking hand to control higher strings when needed. A correct chord shape can still sound muddy when the pick crosses the wrong range. Practice one slow downstroke. Start on the correct bass string and stop after the highest required string. Once that motion is consistent, return to normal rhythm. During chord changes, listen for open strings ringing between shapes. Those brief notes can make clean chords sound sloppy. Uneven changes also create missing notes. One finger may arrive early while the others land late, so part of the chord sounds before the full shape is ready. Change between two chords slowly and strum only after every finger has landed. Then shorten the pause in small steps. The goal is for the fingers to arrive together while unused strings stay controlled. Once technique checks out, inspect the guitar. Old strings can sound dull, unstable, or uneven across the set. Tune the guitar and play several chords. If some strings lose pitch quickly or sound much weaker than others, replace the full set rather than mixing one new string with several worn ones. High action makes chords harder to press and can pull fretted notes sharp because the string travels farther before reaching the fret. Very low action can cause fret buzz. Test several notes across the neck with normal pressure. Persistent buzzing in one area, unusually stiff chords, or notes that choke may point to setup work. Do not adjust the truss rod, bridge, and nut at the same time. Change one measured cause at a time, or let a technician handle it. Nut slots can cause problems near the first few frets. Slots that are too high can make open position chords sound sharp even when the open strings are tuned. Slots that are too low may cause open string buzz. Intonation is different from normal tuning. Tuning sets the open strings to the correct pitches. Intonation determines whether fretted notes stay accurate farther up the neck. Compare the open string, the 12th fret harmonic, and the fretted 12th fret note. A consistent mismatch suggests an intonation adjustment. Finish with the amp and effects. High gain does not detune the guitar, but it emphasizes string noise and reduces clarity in dense chords. Too much bass can make low notes cover the rest of the chord. Lower the gain, reduce low frequencies, remove unnecessary effects, and test with a clean sound. If the chord clears up, The signal chain was the cause. Use the same order every time. First, tune the open strings. Second, pick through the chord and fix contact, pressure, missing notes, extra strings, and uneven changes. Last, check string condition, action, fret buzz, nut slots, intonation, and amp settings. Change one thing, test again, and stop when the actual cause is gone.